All right, y'all, so today what we're going to do is we're going to break down two stocks in the beauty industry. One is a retail and one is actually has a product, right? So we're going to break this down, but we're going to see which one makes the better investment. Also, you can use this and you can use what I'm using and say, okay, this is how I can actually compare two stocks that are in a similar space to see which one I will want. That's why we do these comparisons. We've been reading the comments and we see that y'all really enjoy these. So today, we're going to talk about e.l.f. Beauty and ULTA Beauty. But before we get into it, we need you to like, we need you to subscribe. And at the end, I'm going to tell you the one that I personally would invest in. So let's get to it. All right, so first and foremost, man, the beauty industry is one of those industries that we know without a doubt, whether we're in a recession or whether the economy is booming, here's what we know. We know that the ladies is going to get their makeup done. I'm gonna leave it at that. I ain't gonna add nothing else to it. I'm not leaving nobody out, right? I'm not leaving nobody out. But we know that people gonna get their makeup done regardless if the economy is booming or not. You know why? Because they want to walk out looking good. They want to make sure they got real life filters on. They want to make sure they enhance they self, right? They got meetings to go to. They got clubs to go to. They got people to date. You know what I'm saying? They got Instagram content to create. They got YouTube. People want to look good. So it's your big dogs right here. So we're going to talk about it. So we got a list of a little criteria that we're going to go through that you can look at, that you can use as a way that you look for your business. Now, hopefully you got the Wallstreet trapping course so you know how to do in-depth research, or you got that trapping method so you can put them frameworks together. But if you don't, this is a dope way to check it out. But also we got a video on my page called The Art of Stock Picking. If you haven't checked that out, it's a game changer for sure. So go check that out. It's called The Art of Stock Picking. Go check that one out. It's definitely going to open your eyes. You use that in some of these game changers for you. We gonna put you on your way to becoming a certified Wallstreet trapper for sure. But let's get into it, man. So first we're gonna look at the market cap. So the market cap is the stock price times how many outstanding shares that a company has. So out the gate, we see ULTA Beauty has a $21 billion market cap, and we see that e.l.f. Beauty has a $9 billion market cap. Now, market cap just means that the certain stock is bigger, but it definitely don't mean that it's better, right? So we can go right here, we'll go with ULTA Beauty. Now, the next thing on our list is free cash flow. Now, that's important to me because the free cash flow is the money that they have left over after everything. Free cash flow is the money they have left over after everything. This is what the company do with acquisitions. This is how the company pay dividends. This is how the company actually adds more value to the business. Now, one of the things you truly got to look at is a company that is this much bigger. So it's more than double the size of that. So this $100 million in cash is actually good. Now, as we see, ULTA Beauty has $1 billion. So they got $100 million in cash. e.l.f. Beauty, ULTA Beauty has $1 billion in cash. Now, I'm not going to lie. 1 billion is 1 billion. I ain't mad at that. Right. Next on the list is debt. ULTA Beauty actually has zero debt. Y'all know I like a company with no debt. But the company has to be improving. If you don't have debt, you have to be improving in a major way. Now, e.l.f. Beauty has $209 million in debt, which is not bad for a company that has a $9 billion market cap. So I'm not mad at that for e.l.f. Beauty, but we definitely zero is zero. We'll go with them with that. Now, we're going to talk about net margins, right? So the net profit margin, this tells us out of the revenue that a company brings in, what percentage of that revenue is profit, right? That is your net profit margin. So we're talking about what percentage of the revenue that a company brings in is profit. So when we look at ULTA Beauty, 11.52% of the revenue that ULTA Beauty brings in is profit. That's not bad. Anything over 10% is strong. Anything over 20% is amazing, right? So they hitting here at 11.52%. We love that. Think about it. If you at your house, right, I want you to look at it like this. When you bring in a check home, right? What part of that check that you bring home is actually profit, right? After you paid your bills, after you paid for the food, and after you did the miscellaneous spending, and after you paid your credit card debt down, how much of it is profit? Like, yo, this is the profit. After I paid everything and did everything, profit. What percentage of that you have? Now, I'm giving you a personal finance lesson. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want you to go home and say, this much of my income is actually profit. This is my net profit margin, and you can start looking at your life like that. Anything over 5% is like okay. Anything over 10% is sweet. Anything over 20%, you're doing a damn good job. So I want you to look at your own personal self and say, damn, is my net profit margin over 10? I'm good. If it's over 20, I'm outstanding. All right, now watch this. Elf Beauty has 14.54%. Right? That's almost, 3% better. So Elf Beauty is almost at 15%. They moving up. So we got to go with Elf Beauty because that's telling us from a percentage perspective, they have more profit coming from their revenue. From a percentage perspective, they have more profit coming from their revenue. That is always going to be a key stat right there. Next, return on invested capital. This tells us if a company puts out $1, what they can bring back. So, ULTA Beauty has a 32% return on invested capital. That's good. This is one of the super duper indicators of a company having a great financial status, right? They bringing in 32%. That's good. Now, Elf Beauty, which is a smaller brand, is bringing in 26.5. I'm not mad at that because anything over 10 is sweet. So 26, they're blowing it out the water. 32, they just superior. I remember we did one company, they was at like 51. I was like, yeah, this is crazy. All right, so we got to give that one too, right? And the reason why we look at percentages, because percentages, dollar amounts can trick us. Right? So if you got a $9 billion company and a $21 billion company, of course the billions will trick us. But when we look at percentages help us really fine tune and say who's doing better. Right? Like I can invest $1 million and I say, yeah, I made $100,000. But what if that $100,000 is only, 10% or 1% of what I brought back, but somebody invests $50,000 and they bring back $10,000, right? Well, the person with $10,000 actually had a better percentage. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we kind of want to look at with these percentages on returns. All right, so next we're looking at PE ratio, price to earnings. This tells us specifically that what you're paying for $1 of a company's profit, right? And this is a lot of times how people can say if a stock is cheap or expensive, they kind of comparing it to the S&P 500 or they comparing it to a stock's average PE ratio. I don't use this as a end all be all, but it's definitely one way I can understand a few things about a company. So right now, the PE ratio for ULTA Beauty is 17%. That ain't bad. But the PE ratio for Elf Beauty is 71%. That means you're paying $71 for $1 of Elf Beauty's profit. You're paying $71 for $1 of Elf Beauty's profit. For ULTA, you're paying $17. We got to go with ULTA. They're cheaper. Right? Now, let's go with this revenue news. So now this revenue, when you look at this, watch this, y'all. Watch this. This is what make these two, this is what make this make sense. This is what make this make sense. So when we looking at, now I got one more I'm going to show you though. So when we looking at how much revenue they bringing in. So watch this. ULTA Beauty is bringing in $10 billion in revenue. $10 billion in revenue. Of that $10 billion, 11.52% of that $10 billion is profit. Right? 11.52% of that $10.2 billion comes in the form of profit. Now, they got $900 million in revenue. Elf Beauty, almost $1 billion. 14.52 of that. So they're actually doing more with less. when it comes to what they're doing. They bringing in a lot of revenue, and they bringing in some good profit because they're over 10%. They bringing in $1 billion, so it's a smaller business, but they still bringing in 3 times more. So they mean that the management team is doing pretty good. So definitely we got to give the revenue bird to them. Next, this one is huge. I'm gonna do that last. Because I want to follow up with that, what we just talked about. I want to follow that up with this right here. Net income. I call it NIC. NICS. NIC. Now what this means, now this one actually follows up with this one. It's pretty good, but it comes in the form of a dollar amount. The NIC, the net income, is what a company has after they pay bills, taxes, wages, and cost of goods. All right, so this net income, right, is the income that's left. It's not the profit. Ooh, this is a clash right here. It's the income that's left after they pay off the bills, which is what it costs to run the business, the wages, what it costs to pay the people to run the business, and the cost of goods, what it costs to produce a good and service. Right? However, like from the shoestrings to the boxes to glues to the stamps, that's cost of goods. It's called COGS. COGS. Cost of goods sold. That don't look good. COGS. Cost of goods sold. That's called COGS. Right? So we all know that. That's good. Net income. So ULTA Beauty has $394 million in net income. ELF has $160 million in net income. Now, I'm going to tell you why that's colossal to me. Because this is a $21 billion brand. This is a $9 billion brand. You would kind of expect them to have more than that, but it's costing them a lot more to run this business. You can tell from this number right here. It's costing them a lot more. We have to look at the operating income. We look at the operating margins. That would tell us a lot. Whereas this company is way smaller. They're having a bet net margin, but that $160 million in net income tells us a lot about these two brands. Now, I ain't gonna lie, you gotta give it to them because the numbers is the numbers. But when you're looking at the revenue, when you're looking at the debt, when you're looking at the cash, when you're looking at the market cap, that $160 million, that 14.5 net margin, that 26 ROIC, I ain't gonna lie, don't overlook that. This is why I like the numbers. This is why I like to get us out of our head of saying, I like this company because it's not going to be there for a while. When we look at the numbers and sit down and just put them on the table and go brick for brick, this is how we know this is a great company. This is not a great company. This is what's valued at this. This is not valued at that. Some companies, watch this. Some companies are better to trade in the moment than buy in the moment. Right? Because you can trade on a company that's not actually in fair value or that's trading, is on the market for expensive amount. Whereas it might not be a great opportunity to buy it as a buy and hold, but it's a good opportunity to trade it, right? Whereas you're making money from trading it, and then when the opportunity to present itself, now you use some of that trade money to buy it. Now you've used your profits to put you in position. Come on, Trap, teach some now. Teach some, Trap. Go on, teach some, Trap. Right? So as we go a little further, give me a second, B. All right, boom. So as we go a little further, the one we're going to look at right here is the 5-year return. The 5-year return on ULTA Beauty is 27.82%. Especially had a bad couple of years. Right? 27%. That means it's giving us something about 5% a year over the last 5 years. That ain't too good. You feel me? And neither one of them pay a dividend. But ELF Beauty has given us a 1,421% return in 5 years. It's given us a 1,421% return in 5 years. Let's just go through the numbers right quick. When we go to the market cap, we got to go with ULTA Beauty. When we go with the cash, with $1 billion, ULTA Beauty. ULTA Beauty has no debt. Elf Beauty has $290 million in debt, but not bad for the company that's worth $9 billion. The net margins, meaning what they making after they do everything, that net margin, we're talking about 11% of the revenue from ULTA Beauty is profit, 14% of revenue from Elf Beauty is profit. Return on invested capital, meaning a company putting money out and what they're bringing in. Both of them are great because they're both above 10. They're both actually above 20. So that's phenomenal. ULTA has a 32%. Elf Beauty has a 26%. PE ratio says that Elf Beauty is super expensive at 71. PE ratio of ULTA Beauty is at 17. That's amazing. Revenue is at 10 billion. Revenue is at almost 1 billion at 900 million. We got to give that to ULTA. They know how to bring money in. 5-year return on the stock is 27. I don't like that. Whereas the 5-year return on Elf Beauty is 1,400. That means you done went crazy with your bread. But also the net income, which tells us after they pay wages, after they pay bills, and after they pay the cost of goods, what part of that revenue is it going to do what else with? So they has 394 million, whereas Elf Beauty has 160 million. Now, I want us to think about something. If you were me, right, if you were looking at these two companies to invest in, which one would you pick? I definitely want to see it in the chat. This is one of the ones we're going to engage on because this can go either way. Depends on what you're looking for, right? Depends on what you're looking at. This is why the numbers are so important for us. We gotta understand the numbers, y'all. And I'm gonna just keep it real with y'all. I don't mind a company having a little debt because even myself, like I got a little debt. It ain't nothing crazy. I got debt on my cars because I use them to run ads. I got debt on my crib because I ain't paid it off yet. I got debt on the Bentley truck, right? I don't mind having a little debt as long as the debt I got a low income, I got a low interest coverage ratio, which shows that I can pay off my debt, or I got a low debt to equity or debt to cash ratio. So for me, I'm not gonna lie, my pick in the game would be Elf Beauty, 100%. Now the past don't always predict what the future gonna bring, but here's what I do like. I like a company this company's worth $9 billion. With $100 million in cash, I'm not mad at that because they got some cash on debt. It's not as big as them, right? But also the debt at 290 million, that debt to equity ratio, I'm not really mad at that. Look at that. They got 100 million in cash. They got 200 million in debt. I'm okay with that. If I had to pick between the two, I like this net margin. I like the fact that 14% of that revenue that's coming in is based on profit. I like that. The ROIC, don't get me wrong, they do have a better one, but 26 is super good. I can live with that. PE ratio, it is high. I would need that price to come down some so I can get a better chance, but it's not gonna get dirt cheap because this tells us that this stock is in serious growth mode. I love growth. I love standing on the edge. I ain't mad at it. You know what I'm saying? 900 million in revenue. I like that because not only is 900 million in revenue, it tells us that their net income that they have 160 million left after they do that, and the stock return is just crazy. We in this game for returns. I think ULTA Beauty is a great brand. It's a strong brand, but I just think Elf Beauty is coming and is going crazy. So let me know what you think in the chat. Let me know if you would pick ULTA Beauty or if you would pick Elf Beauty. Listen, I don't think you can really go wrong. It's two strong companies. We all gonna have differences and opinions on how we do it. My goal is to just make us have the conversation and to make us think a little more and stop saying I'm gonna pick a company because I don't think this company is going nowhere for a while. Definitely, man, let me know in the chat how you feel. It's your boy, the Wall Street Trapper. Listen, I want to see you at the show each and every Tuesday at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern time on the Wall Street Looks Like Us Now network. The show is Trapping Tuesdays. Also, it's streaming on all podcast platforms. Make sure you download it. Make sure you share it. Make sure you leave us a dope review, man. Leave a comment in the chat. Let us know how you love this one. Tell us some ways that we can help you, man. It's your boy, the Wall Street Trapper. Salute.